Hey guys, Ziggy here. We're doing a little bit more of it's an unboxing that I'm excited for. This is a unboxing. I bought something from Stamp Plarail right here. I've been looking forward to this package a lot, and I've heard a lot of good things from them. So we're about to see the products that I just bought from them here. Yeah. So number one, we get the Stamp Plarail sticker. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put this up somewhere. And let's look at everything that I got here. So, I actually ordered, you can tell by the thumbnail, an Edward, Plarail Edward and a Plarail James. So, let me open these up and we'll cut to me, of course, showing you the products. Okay, so now that all the products are out of the way, not out of the way, but at their packaging, now I can show you them. So I think we'll start off here with James. And let me get the battery already set up in here and everything. So yeah, I purchased a James and Edward along with their original rolling stock. So yeah, I think I did a great choice with everything I did. And everything came in pretty much pristine condition. So the condition was coming before. And of course these are all pre-owned, of course, but I think for the quality that you're getting, you know what you're getting, and I don't have really any complaints at all. They run nice and strong, really well, and yeah, this came with an express coach right here that I ordered. I didn't want the original rolling stock. God dang, my voice cracked. But yeah, it came in all good condition. I was very happy with what I bought, and I bought these all for a good price because actually I was going to order a James before. I saw one, a Plarail James with a red express coach for $36 with free shipping on eBay, and by the time I got home to order it, someone had already bought it. So just, you know, it's really unfortunate and it's really unlucky. You gotta be really lucky to find stuff like this for a good price. For both of these, I paid about $90, so I paid $45 a piece with the rolling stock that it came with, original or not, you know. So yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people say Stamp might be a little overpriced or something. No, I don't think so. You know, if you know what you're wanting, if you want to get harder to get stuff, they always have it, of course. I think we'll buy another Edward too eventually soon. I don't know, I really like Edward. Edward's one of my favorites. Put the battery inside Edward here. But pretty much they have a lot of these, of course. So able to do a nice market. Edward works really nicely, and he's in great condition actually. There's a few chips right here and there, but it's nothing like a little nice touch-up won't do. And if anything, you know, these are toys, you know. I'm not expecting these to be in pristine, perfect condition. But the fact that it's in a condition such as this is really great, you know. And also, not to mention, Stamp ships from Singapore, or not Singapore, actually. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere in Asia. I don't feel like checking right now. I don't know, Thailand? Somewhere. But I got this in a week. I was actually really surprised with that. So these came very more early than I expected. And here, let me show you the original, the other trucks that I got with Edward. So I got the original rolling stock, troublesome truck, and I came with the box fan, and it literally looked great. This is my first box fan too, actually. I never really saw these. I think these were only for Plarail. I think there's only seen on Plarail, I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I don't know, it's really cool to have some more variety. I'm, you know, getting a lot more troublesome trucks already too, so the fact that I'm getting that and now I have 2 express coaches finally is really cool to me. So yeah, we're gonna this is pretty much everything I got here. Yeah, I'm gonna order again. I can't say this enough, y'all. Order from Stamp. There's 2 people that I've ordered from and that I'm really comfortable with buying again, and it's him and the Japanese, yeah, I'm gonna butcher that guy's name, but I will always have their links in my description. If you're looking to expand your collection, while Japanosa doesn't have like always what you're looking for, Stamp would probably be the person if you want to look for certain things. And I would talk to Japanosa. I would check out Japanosa if you want to just see if he has certain stock in his store. And he always shows off how the product runs too. So if you're worried about a product not coming the way you think it'll run, it'll always be in nice working condition from what you see in that video. So I've never had a problem with him. I did a purchase with him, and I will be doing another purchase with him in the future, but these will be the two main train stores I'll be buying from now on for my Tomy and Trackmaster, just because, you know, I want to buy harder stuff to find, or some more Plarail stuff like this from Stamp, because he had great communication with me. I was really confused, especially because his eBay was down, but I was still able to do a transaction with him on PayPal with a breeze, and he just talked me through it and everything. So yeah, I'd really push y'all forward to talking to Stamp Plarail. Hopefully I can grow a channel here, and you never know, you'll be seeing way more unboxings from him. So yeah, that'll be great. All right, let's just I'll give y'all a shot of basically everything I bought and a little better look. Now that we're done unboxing these two iconic engines, let's dive into the background and significance in the Plarail Tomy lineup. James, the number 5 red engine, a fan favorite and one of the most recognizable characters in the Thomas & Friends series. Known for his shiny red paint and sometimes boastful personality, James has been one of my favorites and a favorite of the fans. And here's a little look at my tiny collection. Some of y'all might not think it's tiny. I just started a month ago, so it's quite funny that I have all that now. His Plarail model perfectly captures his classic look in my opinion. It has the details, the white running board, and I think that's just something that I just always wanted, especially as a kid. And Plarail, or Takara Tomy, whatever you would like to call it, they really do a good job at encapsulating a lot of that detail. Well known a lot more for their Beyblades also. They really did show a lot more details with their Beyblades, and now seeing that Takara Tomy does a great job on things like this, such as, of course, Thomas the Train, Thomas and Friends, they do a great job also. Tomy and Trackmaster have a charm, and I think it's really cool how they kind of encapsulate that charm alongside with having still detail that's accurate to the show. And along with those details, I really appreciate that, of course, that they make stuff still like this. While they did kind of discontinue this in 2014 by doing a revamp on their characters with CGI faces, the James from the CGI era isn't bad, but he becomes a little bit more squished, and I feel like that takes away a lot of that charm. James, in my opinion, is always going to be one of my favorites, and I think this James, and a lot of people can say this, OG Plarail James, is the better counterpart. Edward, the number 2 blue engine. He's one of the oldest and most respected characters in the entire series, and it's because he's old. Old doesn't mean bad. Old means you just get wiser, and I like that Edward brings a more of a role model stance to the series. He's one of the most respected characters, of course, just known for his wisdom and steady demeanor, and him taking a role model for the younger engines is really cool in my opinion. His Plarail counterpart, Tomy Plarail engine, just looks cool. I like how stubby it looks, but my favorite part ever is just how the wheelbase is accurate to the show. I think that's one thing that makes this character and makes this toy just look really cool, because it's unique compared to any other engine. I feel like if they had added the regular side rods 2014 Plarail, it would have ruined it, and I think it just takes away that cool part of just having Edward. Both Edward and James are these smaller big engines, so I thought getting them together would just be pretty cool to do, because in their terms they're the bigger engines, but they're the smaller end of the bigger engines, and even though they're smaller, they're still both very useful, and I think they have really cool characters. Now I'm going to take a brief moment to talk about my experience with Stamp Plarail. Ordering from them was straightforward and everything arrived in excellent condition. They clearly put effort into packaging and the items were secure, which I really appreciate as a collector. However, I've heard some concerns and questions about Stamp Plarail from other communities. And when I mean other communities, I mean just the Thomas community. But of course, I have a feeling that the Thomas community is kind of a little split right now. And I've only been here for a month, so give me a break here. I've heard some concerns about Stamp, just about his prices, and I want to put it out there that I think he has good prices. You're getting express shipping for a product that's coming from internationally. I live in the USA, and it came within a week, and he lives in Singapore. I think that's pretty much a great deal, guys, if you really got to think about it. And I'm gonna go briefly on what the problems are here, because I actually plan to make a video in the future talking about what some people's concerns were about Stamp Plarail, but my experience was great. He gave me great communication, and whenever I had a question, he had no problem with answering it, and he was really transparent with me. I gave him my budget. I was looking for something just around $100 and I wanted to get those 2 characters. He worked with me, and I see when you buy in more than one, he gives discounts, and you all have to understand that he's not charging y'all shipping. So if you're buying internationally, which a lot of you probably are, and you're complaining about the prices, just remember he's giving free express shipping. So take off about $15 on what you see as his prices, and just see that that's what the product is being sold at. But just because he gives premiums means he has to up the price if he's going to do quote-unquote free shipping. So it's not really free shipping in the essence, but he's adding the shipping cost to the price of the item, and not to mention express shipping once again. So I'm going to emphasize on that because that's really good. With that said, let's take a closer look at what these 2 engines can do on the track, and I guess it'll be like the little story time that I do here now.
A kindly old preacher once told me a story. As a boy, he could hear the banking engines on the railway behind his house. He said they would assist trains up the steep grade. Each engine had its own unique chugs, barks, and whistles. They formed a personality of their own. He could tell one engine from another just by their sounds. He even gave them names. He told me how their noises sounded like conversations, loud, heavy complaints from the big engines struggling their way up the hill, and the little banking engines shouting encouragements from behind. Of course, he said, such things were often dismissed as the fantasies of young boys by adults, something to be shelved away, up there with Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy when he came of age. Pause. But what if I told you there was a place where such notions were not fantasies, a place where engines and other vehicles held a certain spark deep inside them, a spark that gave them thoughts, emotions, wills of their own, a place where, around every bend, was a new story, a new learning experience for engines and people alike. What if I told you this place was not far, nestled between England's Lake District and the Isle of Man? Welcome, my friends, to the island of Sodor.